Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Conquest video, guys. So this one I want to show you how in my smaller account, where I don't have everything, I was able to complete the Riposte and Order 66 as well. So what I'll try to do, as I've done with these videos, is obviously show discs first, and then as well focused on the nodes that everybody have access to, that are static, that there's no RNG. Like, do you have that I don't know, Mothma, or do you have that Phoenix node or whatever? So I'll just be focusing either on Datacron or boss nodes, as I've done in the series of these cheese videos. Now again, did this again, another RNG element to it. So in this one I just want to focus on getting it done without discs, but relying on frenzy tech to help us go start up our team. So that's actually what we're doing. No, this data is equipped. You will, however, need to pick up a frenzy tech on either of the any of the scavenger nodes. It's either 75 crystals or, my preference, 15 credits here, 15 conquest tokens. So you're gonna pick it up, equip it, and as long as you don't win the battle, they will not expire, so you can keep reusing it. So keeping that in mind, we'll be timing out all of these battles not winning. So the team that I will use for Riposte here is the first we'll do Dooku, and then we'll do Omega. So what you want to do is, if you do the here with Generate Look, you want to remove all the mods of him. You literally want no speed, no damage, nothing on him, right? Because with his leadership, obviously he will reduce speed to the enemy. Just want to show you the speed of my Echo. He's at 349. We need tag there as well to follow up Echo, obviously, to get stuns out, and then Dooku for Riposte, and then what's on board for the tech to help us get started with the frenzy tech. Alright, let's hop in the battle. So frenzy tech will give everybody frenzy for 2 turns at the start of the battle, and applying tech counts as a special ability, which then triggers frenzy. So what you want to start off here first is put weapon tech on Dooku, so he gets as many turns as possible. Then we're going to go ahead here, drop a daze, then we're going to go ahead, get a stun out. Unfortunately, Bo there, she's got tenacity up, so that's why we got Luke here for, so we can stun her. But we still get another shot to get a turn with Luke, right, because of the frenzy for 2 turns. Let's see if we can get a stun. No, with Dooku we could not. Let's go ahead now and just do a basic. Make sure then to put an extra stack of translation over on Echo. Again, resisting stuns. Luckily Luke's stun cannot be resisted, so that's a good thing. And now we got 3 stacks of translation on both tech and Echo, and anytime Echo uses a basic, he will be reducing cooldown, so you'll be able to quickly cycle through the special abilities and keep reapplying the stun. Now we're just gonna go ahead here, hit full auto a little bit, but you do have to babysit these guys. Make sure stuns land. If they don't, for example, IG 12 is not stunned there, so do make sure to move target over on him before he takes a turn, and then hopefully you can land a stun with one of your guys. So hopefully, yeah, there we go, Dooku got a stun on him. Then we move target over on Sabine, right? She's got an AoE, get ability block or stun. She's ability block, so now we can turn our attention over to Paz. He's got an AoE as well, but you don't want to take him out, right? Because if you do, he gets his bonus turn and can nuke out your team. So what we'll do here is just keep going. There we go. Bo does drop the tenacity up after a couple of turns, so then you can actually start stunning her as well. And basically it's pretty much kind of like just like auto playing and just moving the target around, keeping everybody alive, so you don't defeat them, and then you got more targets to play around with, so the battle lasts longer. And obviously if somebody's not stunned, Dooku can stun him with his basic or special as well. I lost Dooku there, but fret not, he's a separatist, so what actually revived him there. And now you have Dooku back. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure I do put weapon tech back over on Dooku, and then we can use Riposte again. There we go, weapon tech over there, and now we go auto as well. Something to keep in mind here is you do not want to win the battle, because if you do, frenzy tech will expire and you will have to get another one. So once Bo is close to dying, you just back off and let it time out. This way the battle will end up in defeat, and you can go back in with frenzy tech again and do as many battles as you need for various feats that you do want to utilize frenzy tech for. And that's basically it. We're timing out. So let's go ahead and see how many I was able to get to in this battle. So I'm now up to 16, so nearly halfway there. So looks like with Dooku, can get maybe done in like 3 battles, it seems, maybe if you're lucky in 2. However, there's another way as well to get Riposte with Omega. Even if she's low gear, as you can see, you don't need to really to gear her up for this. What you will need to do is get her ability Our Way Out to level 4. Because level 4 is where you will get the Riposte for all Bad Batch allies. So we only have 2 Bad Batch allies here and her, so every time she uses it, there's gonna be 3 instances of Riposte. Obviously, if you do have better Bad Batch, but I'm just trying to do here with minimum, right? And even if you got like a lower gear, their Echo and Tech, it could still work, right? Because Frenzy Tech kind of gives us lots of bonus turn meter, so we get those stuns going. The main thing here really is that they're obviously modded for speed, because when Luke reduces the speed on the enemy, you want your guys as fast as possible to taking 2-3 turns against enemies 1 turn. By the way, same as we did in our first battle, we're just gonna go ahead put weapon tech on Omega, so she's taking more turns. Then we're gonna go ahead here, hopefully get some stuns out. Okay, did not just got 3 stuns, okay. But luckily we can follow up now with Luke, because his stuns can't be resisted. And then it's basically same as we did in the first battle, just kind of spreading the damage, making sure things are under control. However, this one probably requires a bit more manual play than Dooku, because Dooku, right, brings extra ability blocks and stuns on his basic and special ability, whereas Omega basically does nothing here aside from applying their Riposte. So it's a bit of a more manual gameplay, but the upside is that it can get more instances of Riposte than Dooku. So you should be able with her to do it in 2 battles, I think. By the way, same strategy, just kind of spreading the damage. No point to use AoE there with tech, right? Everybody's stunned already, so it's just better save it for when they drop the stun. So yeah, basically just rinse and repeat. Keep them stun locked, keep using Riposte with Omega, and same as we did in the first battle. After just down to a single enemy, in this case Paz was the one left alive, you just want to relax, let the battle timer out, because you still may need to use Frenzy Tech 1 more time, or even more if you're using it for the other feats. As you can see, we went what, from 16 to 37, so yeah, I got 16 with Dooku and I got 21 with Omega, so looks like lower gear Omega will be better than Dooku. However, they do need a bit more babysitting than Dooku's battle, I think. Alright, and then for the second one, we'll be going in here again with my 3-star Gear 9 CX2 for the Order 66 feat. So I'm at 0, so I'll be attempting to do all of this in a single battle. Going with Palpatine lead for the turn meter train, right? And for his mass stuns, we need Basti there to throw out more debuffs, so we get more bonus turn meter. And I do need to utilize Captain Rex here, so he applies tenacity down and daze. Most importantly, tenacity down, so that Palpatine can actually land his stuns reliably. Still rocking Frenzy Tech, so what goes first, right? We apply a tag, gives 100% turn meter to everybody, and then we just get our things going. Let's go ahead, go after a bow there to begin with. Remember, CX2 can ignore the taunts. And with Order 66, what's good about it is, here with CX2, you just have to hit the same target 3 times and you should be good to go, basically. I'm just trying to see here, get a shock over there, get a shock over there. Let's go ahead and get a shock over there as well. Get stuns out. Perfect. Did not get a stun on Bo. Let's ability blocker so she doesn't get her AoE days and stop our bonus turn meter. And there we go. Sure, let's go ahead, drop a shock. Man, why? There we go. We got shock as well now over on Paz. So Pop's getting more turns. Okay, that's fine. Bo got a turn. That's fine, I guess. So we do need some time to set this up. There we go. Perfect. And we do have Order 66 now on Bo. Good thing about it is, even though Bo's got Order 66, you can just keep targeting her and CX2 will keep reapplying Order 66 onto her. You don't have to move the target and apply it to another unit. But again, just kind of hit autoplay, And then what happened, always with CX2, make sure to keep hitting bow. I kind of took it off auto just to make sure we got everybody under control before we again hit auto here. But anyway, I kind of went after bow there a little bit. I don't know why, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll just keep going. I think for order 66, somebody mentioned you don't have to move the target around. I guess the danger of just keep focusing a single enemy on autoplay is, I guess that's why I switched, is if you obviously take them down, you have less targets, less bonus turn meter, right? It's just something to bear in mind. So I'm kind of going after bow there, and also the OG bow is the tankiest one, so it's better, you know, to leave her for the last ride, so you can really milk this as much as you can. So I'm just kind of switched over to the OG bow there. I don't have Paz stand, I don't have their Sabine stand, so I'm just looking at the turn meter. Yeah, let's get ability block over on Paz, just to make sure if he does get a turn he doesn't do his AoE. Let's get a shock on him. There we go. How we looking? Yeah, I'll just throw shock over there as well. Now we go, more turn meter, nice. Was able to get them stunned before they got a turn, and now we can hop over back onto bow. Just keep hitting her so we can keep reapplying, hopefully order 66. I'm just gonna head again, spread a shock. Down goes Sabine, which is good because, right, she's annoying with her AoEs. If she does manage to get a turn, we did still have to take care of IG-12, but he's not dazed, so he will counterattack. So I decided not to hit him. Well, now I do have daze on him, so if I do hit him, he won't hit back. Again, just takes a little bit of wiggling. This one is not like a full auto here, because I realized I'm going to probably take them down too quickly, but I'm like, you know what? Everybody's under control now. Let's just go ahead. Keep hitting there. Bow. It's kind of, I guess, a mix of auto and mix of basic. You're just kind of spreading the damage, stalling out, keep reapplying order 66 with CX2, and eventually bow gets loose and knocks out my entire team. But that's okay. I was still able to get order 66 done in 15 times, so in a single battle done. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you do need here in Sector 5, obviously Sector 5 is 15 key cars, so these feats are a lot more important than, you know, maybe Doubt in Sector 1. It only gives you 5 key cars. So if you haven't done it yet, hopefully this can help you out. If not, then you can try it out, obviously, for the next volume, for the next run of Conquest. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.